Actually, Mobibia, good morning, good afternoon. At the bar, political zone. So, and a very, very busy day and a very serious one as for that matter. And that show now, yeah, and the message I would say, main taking it for granted. And that show now, yeah, and in Agro, very, very important. And this has to do with even those this has to do with even those who are not even in any political party. I believe say a brenaso, na say brenaba, say ebema yeni adaho. Na sebio entro ene ekohwisem a nkrofo bi yekoto aba a omode ba ede be dada ye no yetumi apɛ ho asɛm aka mesrew said the amaka and the program is very important to me nti sɛ unshare me page da na de mesrew bomode na share page na mame mesrew pi because information be brain e go ha and then me pese muni na ebe share nti boa me na yentumi share page na page ni ndu ba bia ese edu enu anu me na ye ba na ye ka se mon share se be share no nya ade a wo share de atueska and I don't think say what sorry penny be you edi efra sorry mu because say wa share political page again so no you try your best to say moving forward no you bema your program now you're more decent and until for some time now me am power of all people you don't see say may come too hard on certain things and the reason is I want us to be able to get our message across and get it into the heads of Ghanaians instead of say they be a baby jana abua kwasiana they are make say it's the easiest way to get views so they say and yes said the away no po obeso obehwe krachi kwa to a udi atemusa no you understand and that doesn't build to be honest with you that doesn't build until no man as much as I said they made in kakachem the last time no yes if somebody obi de ne hoba and as will be be can someone say be nyansa anymore definitely we are also going to come back with the fire and let them face it and so other than that the major goal and I said the ultimate goal is for us to make sure say and try the data for the power sebe edibe di ade aye ba ye ntumi ho di aye no ebetumi amasa na emene ni na abrase and that is the reason why I mema fa to me also say moving forward and yes I want the views all right but it will not just be abua kwasia type of and we are Jimmy we are say Debbie say do also say the mom so we Jimmy definitely they are going to receive it and you know when we get into that type of game I don't think the social media harness a banner sa lifestyle now anybody can top me when it comes to that baby but is there something to be proud of no and so for me I don't really fancy that type of a unibio so right now it's all about letting people know the truth and allowing people to know the truth me start here in the program no me pacho mesrem for adie kakra first thing I mesrem on say start eating what I will share me baby I will share me should be on the share page farmer me like a page subscribe follow the page na also to me bra boy anytime we come live say you be juma also to me I then also to me abeboa oboa me na ye boa ye ho na ebema adwuma na to me I then akọ baby ss point mesre mo bana say mo opportunity na mo modern na mo share my na obi so nye dey obi so ntumi ntb na I know na betumi aboa ama page na to me anyine me da money na say and me promise say a very good show mo am TikTok no the only issue I have right now is evidence I may show no bad thing say me to me I a show I say so I rather say a ban say me show evidence now ube to me you go on my YouTube page Felix Apia Political Zone is the same and now say you go on my Facebook page Felix Apia Political Zone and then try to see the figures for yourself so that we don't say I said the bear young show no thing I feel so or TikTok wa the bear mama say tap on the screen why oh shame no kwa there but more like and talk o mama like 1 year she but I say boa keke and ade boa when you type on it this only help it to mess them Some bar. Once you are joined, you see, like that's the part I don't get about this whole social media thing. Ujina ho hwe. Ade no utie, and still you wouldn't interact. Like into not just a sha ho hwe no ho hwe saying, oh can say unipo kasa na toy. And I said the all kind of like, and then like I don't get it. Like for since I've been on social media, it seems that people find it so hard to share and also to give likes or give comments. I don't know why. Meaning what it takes away from their page. Say be our will be like here, beju page a free and some now share will be page here. On beju page a free and someone has something. I don't really know what the problem is, but we come here every day, put everything aside so that we can bring you a show. You understand? You might not like all the shows we bring. I be a show say the baba now so you try see the shows baba, you try see the information baba every time. Now say who are you call prayer and na dream na me na be you find say na me come here me and me dantem. But at least by 12:45 na me nyane mande biwa kopem sa dia all because we are trying to find the truth and bring the truth to bear. Ya pesi hu no kre no na ya ka no kre ne kyerɛw. Enu ji se ba na wo de kakra ba ya ne so be join the page na wa share na watumi ama afoforo so ehu waja comment kakra na ehu say oh ebia asemesi ana say obentin ehwe. Cause like is nothing. Like me ya na menti ase. And I've already told you people I'm follow me say ba no social media onipa on the page yeah attacking the page more make kwesi apia. And everybody who knows the truth will tell you say when we started to run political zone at a go, sometimes we have 500 people watching at a go. You understand? The moment who say your page, you know, you who say your page, you know, baby, they started to report it, everything, including Unia TV and everything. I did a form report too. And then they kept reporting the page. So they first started by taking away any monetization options from my page into no matter how many views I get, no crown, it's not translating into any money. Into me, no, I'm only doing it so that the truth can be told and the truth can be seen. Now, swear to me the BIA then, swear to me the BIA to Usuko to them. Into your sermon, so far as I will be actually, so far as our baha, so far as our page, so there. Tapping on the screen is nothing else like sometimes I go to people's page and I just keep tapping it because they need that. But to be about page, so like it, unlike it, share, unshare, leave comment, leave comment. This should be over show. They be out so be over show. Like it, unlike it, comment, uncomment it, share, unshare, follow, unfollow, subscribe, unsubscribe, and you are still here watching. What is the point? You see, like these are some of the things I buy some time ago. For those who are follow me at channel, I got angry about the whole stars thing because they could do baby, you know. Now people were thinking, say, stars in Tina Yen moving eba betnaha. And I'm catching on say, since I'm setting my Facebook page up, I'm a me 10,000 followers here. Oh mom in monetization, you know. Check ya me to me free for Facebook for me and sa. First check na $33. Second check is $60. Last check you buy which about 2 years ago minya check be a bill from any media the last check I ever received was $45. And no crown there say it didn't even come to my account. Into sometimes it's not saying gonna say so like I know never mame ABS kebi and never there be it keeps the page interactive. Like awareness ever page, you know. Because it doesn't make sense to come sit here every day, watch me. I'm always fighting to bring the truth out. Wow, what I won't share, tap screen on tap, like, unlike it, comment, uncomment it. But every day you are here. You know, and so like seriously, why are you here? To just see what? To watch what? We need you people to move this agenda. Now say move this agenda. The research you will in our bed and and that is the main thing that I want Ghanaians or the people that follow my page to know. Like I said today, I have a very wonderful show for you. God has been good. Saosha Onyame Ayade. Onyame Ayade in so many ways because this is a topic me treated that maybe American more follow Felix Apia political zone. It is a topic me treated that. It is a topic I have treated already. And I'm glad say a coach no asayaba na mensem wa mekaye towards this whole thing no about betum. Now And then answer me name we show that me can be chere mo say yes the betna ha aka NDC for asem yes say omutwa na enya yes we will come after them and make sure say we expose them. However, the most important thing I was I deal with when say wo na wo hwe no Ghana ni na otie no Ghana ni no wo Ghana no obeti nia me bi ase muntie ni ye pa because say one te politics ase now when who the tricks of politics are Ghana would change 10,000 leaders we would always have the same complaint. And the reason is very simple. There are certain people at home on your and tools to say Felix Apiaba no because said the dollar is 5 cedi or yes little due diligence you know what it's okay bra Felix can say dollar na 5 cedi na me pacho me type check here no dollar na 5 cedi na Ghana ni nim sa de ne yes ya to petrol mu e de enti na ma ya to petrol mu ya kire de enti a ya to petrol mu Ghana ni nkohwehwe de enti a ya to petrol mu ye can say ya to petrol mu na first bullet aban tantan aban fon aban say enu nti no opposition party no so takes those things no emotional thing. That is what we do in Ghana. It's about emotional politics. Ghana no it's not about their or the ideas ever. It is not about obia onim adwuma ye. It is about rather me political party am wo kwanya me political party said yo sebe say omo mbo number kra pona so long as I no me political party no that is where I'm going to stand inti aye no kre me president entumi me salary amame nanso me ye NDC inti no say MPP for bakra betua me salary still I don't like MPP. I still like NDC. That is the type of politics we do in Ghana. And then no and then ma these politicians no quite na omede yadwene edi agro. Like I said from the beginning of this week, my culture must say for some of us there, we are here for the good news. We are here for the good work. We are here to educate. We are here to inform. Yawahasa yebeman krofo ehunu tebia Ghana wom. Yawahasa yebema Ghana fo ehu bebi am pempenso a oman na bedu. Mekai say in my previous years no. Now me can be say NDC na dwuma ya baako NDC no na dwuma ya baako se na do ne na ban kura kokoto sebe aponche fu wan kura de brewa onu na dwuma ese so ya ne so obeka kire Ghana fo ni na say aponche ne nye aponche we aponche kai aponche fu we aponche tuntum aponche ane na ya chia aponche a oni hwene aponche we enya aponche papa aponche we nya aponche papa na dia ya was ade ni mu say dia all kasa ponche ne nya ponche papa no ebra na otie konwa so no sanka otumi ma ebuburo anoma keto ebuburo mpo a na owo right and moral right say obeka say aponche ne nye but in Ghana onu a wanya ebuburo pamfa ma utie dia mike onu a wanya ebuburo pamfa nye den amfa ma when to me anything for you ade a when to me anya ma no obi abebeye efanse enyo no no ye na de any onyam shebe bre ni opponent intina ye de ane say yanko ka say free education ye grant of food enye we nye bibia enye bank na say come de ye mu hihye ye hunu na ye ntumi. That is all they have to do. And until the onus is on us, our young citizens, no so say, Kwesi Apia Felix Yamiti, hey, some of the car, some Nasa, some now me car, and no cra, and na no cra, ya wuna woba kwa to town is okay. Kwesi ko 2 numbers be numbers ya kwesi ko ti matwetwa me hu boy no your trofo next time waka say mintie sami jamfi be kan asem bi makotwetwa mu ade asami kan ye na ye tro enti next time say boy we be kan asem a minjin di ana me kwa akotwetwa mu ansa Ghana de da bi Felix be twatro owo MPP nti Felix o ya di o Felix aka no kre sami jamfi be twatro or NDC to share some and then some kasa papa some, and you see it takes away the real problem now. It says your force politicians no more it takes away because we'll be a general position and will be a bonus strategy, and such things do not build a nation. Now, for you to know, no, and then a funny video be a made person me no paper cremo. Now for you get into your main program no. A bio Andra menemo kasano. Me catch them say obia and the baby tie bia. There are certain documents bia I want you to have. The first thing I want you to have is the Agyapa deal that was going to be brought by the MPP. The next one I want you to do is to find out Martin Amidu, the risk assessment management thing he did on Agyapa. Because that is where all this is going to go. And also, no, me sign so breaking news nature mo say banu gold wa. Say gold royalties near there. Abanya oye nhyehyeye sanko de beton ye gold e Ghana was NDC and not MPP. Ansa na ye be wu Agyapa no. Na ye bibia ba your friend of Ghana Gold Company and me catch them for some of you. For some of you who want the truth. Me catch them say ansa na ye benya Agyapa no. Na NDC for the bibia ba your friend of Ghana Gold Company anya adwuma. Na Ghana Gold Company no adwuma anka ye de Agyapa be ye no sa pepepe no mo be ye. The only a year woman say ye de na anka ye de 49% pe and the eco world market in Jersey. Now yet the 51% no yet keep one as Ghana. It's the 51% of the royalties still belongs to us. 49 of it has been floated and we are getting money. And I say, yeah, Jiska, Eddie Frisadi, Eddie Abba, Eddie Ababoy Bra. Tiendra me mamosa information. Mesremo. And we dear, and this is for Mutiene. Kotojogu form, me pamocho. And then me person me deliver one of the best deliveries I have done. Mesremo. Mama fa abua kwasia me starting the program no me take me off. Na me njaye adwuma me be ye no mfa ntinsi mo so. Se me be di mo ma me no mo atem. That is not why I'm here. Se wo say so swan pass wo do Ghana. Se wo say so swan pass o pe Ghana kanko na o pese Ghana ko kan ya mesrew. En someone me be kan wa ha ni nara. Eniama me be ready wa ha ni nara. Enya me kwasia pia na me twero ye. Please, every information me de beto ha ende ewia anadwo anopa we no enya me kwasi apia makotena me dan bi mafa me pen ni paper na me de atworo there bi ente sa nemom eye document data evidence ya eda ho a kire de ame beka ni na ase intimestremo moma ye ho na ndi program no ye ma nko the way a esese ko medam ase moma ye nsere first one endra me nam social media hwemu na me kopie Parliament of Ghana na sa same way ye hunu kan na akoye se dem di kan no because of the nature of partisan politics aye no Ghana ntino se sa de bi po enya esan se sebe me ye MPP ni ana me ye NDC ninti even though say ade ne ye no still amefo aso because of my political party. And we just saw a typical example of it. The 8th Parliament of Ghana etwemuno ya yenhwe ha ede abufuo ekomde ye ne saa neama no ekoma ye koto abakoma MP fo a anka ye yi se wo ye MP nanka obekwa akopre bibi ede abre wo constituency sa kwan na ye hia wodi bi beba sensuo na ye hia wodi bi beba sebe your hospital schools near ade a wodi bi beba no. We had a whole political party who sat in parliament and their agenda was one. What was the agenda? Block every government business. Young blocking a juma buying the person or young more mining in ano. Young blocking in na. Sika abani be here, Edia show mine no Edia show mine so no. Yentiti ni na because say yanya sa na ya mo kwan no mo de niama pa ko ma Ghana fo eto aba ma omo na. Ya ye dejireje ya mapa wa bio. Enti sa de a eye no kre ye yi me se me mra me pa adwuma emfa nkoma me constituency for nanso me political party so agenda ne say omo person omo ba power enti no kra ye mfa nya adwuma the SS ye no he se common fund ne ba kra na ye nkotena Metro TV na yenka se common fund no emba he se hospital no ye wie kura yenko tena TV3 na yenka se hospital no ye wie ye because wunya akọji to me say hey ampo omo ka so mo besi agenda 111 na omo asimu 101 as we speak agenda 111 no 101 of them have started. Some of them completed, others at various stages of completion. Agenda 111 and almost say a trono. Na Ghana for no ya na ye adentia. John Mahama wo opposition. Fienie. Obeka kire ye say agenda 111 no eye sloganarian. Eye ade a ye keka ano keka keke. Enye bibi e de adwuma papa bi ebe den ebebre yen. Utie dia making. Enye bibi a ebepe bibi papa bi ade abre yen. Enye no kre. Se sami jemfi kotena se bi UTV a okay ya o de kire me agenda 111 me kire me ba kupu a o matumi esi kire me ba kupu a o matumi esi etro eye rudo rada omoboa eye rudo rada. This was the communique of NDC. And then the NDC ba power adie na yesi eni ho eye tro ye de dada ye no afie de ye hia 1.7 ye de ekowie kana for mama ye me ni na ho mesrem because say yanhwe ni here Debia we will go in circles and circles and Ghana will not go anywhere. Politicians will forever eat. Their children will live a good life. Their children would enjoy. But you, the person who woke up 4 a.m. to go and vote, will still be eating gari that has no sugar. And the reason is you are not looking at what, like, the things that will transform you. You are not looking at Nyama Ebetunyama Wabra Bonedi and Shayaba in a government thereby make Wesiapia Medemihushamua, Metumia ye. And Susuyaba in a government thereby make Wesiapia and some of the Hoko Ghanaian Betunabuame. Ghanaians don't think that way. Yatumi Dokunum, me pipe on ma, mechaniashi. Again, I'm a friend who am ma. I buy Beni, yes, him into your tax, yes, him into your levy. Mentia say tax the mintia me pe kwan papa mintia tax me pe good hospitals mintia tax me ton ade mintia tax me diskeni na agrubutum e de akomifie minuanom. We cannot, and the word is we cannot develop a nation like that, especially when we are only sending people to parliament who don't even know. And only idea here I am shishi wa de no I can't afford the near maybe di akro. What call you minister, a sector minister? The children say, a bansa area hona, and near my yabaya wohoni nana said, Nipanesa, Onya and Tiasia or Saniamano. And yet, or you're vested, and so you'll be a office now, you didn't channel or Tiasia. That's how coffee will be a ordinary position, not only position and left from right. How does that even translate in the global world? Picture say, wo gender minister. Yeah, World Gender Day and now BB. They are inviting to say Umbra France. Now you be say bisa questions. Near bisa say act ben crown you be setting the ministry no. Now minister now at least act there. Me kwesi ameti hey. Me call parliament that. Me call law school that. Me share governance to the full leader. I feel the master political with science. York University. So what you say? But I know certain acts, meaning act on the cocoa board, meaning act on the GMPC, meaning act on like most of the ministries, no, meaning act here, yeah. Now only pana yet to the also or no this ministry in any no or no one can support him act here this certain and these people are in parliament. Okoka na nkrophobia minim do mo nko ade adoma ma ho ama omomo adi minim sika ko ayede aso mo botom journalist bonko sofo journalist akwasiampafo a ya betena Ghana say Ghana na ya ma Ghana mfa ntuma pemfra Ghana. Most of the problem aye wo mu no me say it is not too much about the leaders because me kwesimi tie say leader be approach me with ska na say adwuma na opese me koye no say elmo a me ngi ska nkoye say adwuma na I don't do that. I told Alan Chairman said hopes not this thing. I told them time I come primaries no. Somebody no crack chewa. I told them sad and they give the adoye the show. That place will come from saying is it Junction Mall or something? Me, I told them, say, already, sometime, no, na me declare BAWUMIA dada. And na my BAWUMIA campaign from 2020, year election, into your day, say, Obi a mekodi BAWUMIA channel, fear kakakaya kotwa ba me kogana baya. Me say afide me walanche mantin. That doesn't make me a principled person. Into yes, I saw the brown envelope. Yes, I saw it. I knew it was money. Since he came to me pa, I can make this lunch romanticano, switching from BAWUMIA, every campaign my lunch romantic. Now come here campaign so my lunch romantic and can you go many more say? Because any now you are back over, you check the crane, you be done 31,000. Hopes na do ya no come here, but there someone who come here in next 31,000, showing the strength of Alan in Ghana's political history. So I didn't. Continental Parliament here, you as a gender minister. Now, as a gender minister, on Tedia, just say, position no cry do akotono on Tiasie. We are really in doom. Ghana for ye will do. Mama yansere kakra na afi yamfa ne amanu ngu kwam. Yanko.
Yes, Minister, what is the title of the act?
The patron na mo share page, na mo tap so na mo like it. Why? Mo mo show YouTube, share for me, leave a comment.
It's the Gender Affirmative Action Act, the Equity Act, 2020.
Yes, I want it stated clearly.
Nana.
Was what I see on the other paper.
Mr. Speaker, yes, the other paper did not. It's the Affirmative Action Act, Act 2024. That's the Equity Act. It's the Gender Affirmative Action Act.
Would you?
Yes, Minister, what is
Ghana, your gender minister? Mama menka say minchrew. Say you say we a minister. Answer na be ma chanceebra be je bibi wo floor no so no you training. For those of you who are familiar with parliamentary proceedings, you training. You training act ni bibia and say we den who use you training for that. You sign somehow about 2 weeks. I'm a subject na say we can one sem no. One kasa woni with team eye who research. Said the bear will be general say wo kasa when who the awobeka. This is a case where we have gender minister. Now, idea we know even with the bear Syria, but Syria, it shows you where Ghana is sinking to. By listening to NDC and their lies and propaganda, we see where Ghana is sinking to the point where we have a parliamentarian. He's not just a parliamentarian, she is a gender minister, meaning she is part of cabinet. Enti ye fa ma ho adwene, ye fa nkola ho adwene, ye fa social issues ho adwene a oti president ne nchen a ye fa minten adwuma nankasa ye yi onim onti ase. And Ghanaians think this is funny. This is not funny. Yeah, they say, but this is dangerous. Utie, this is dangerous. Obikura kanwaha. When the criteria for electing our MPs is based on FUNRA and again, it come back to Felix Api and Juma no person, you know, citizens not Guinea. You know, yeah, dear Papa, wa mama ye intimate weight, yano. Mebane warren wa mama iska. Mebane graduating MP to me and maybe intimate weight, yano. Na me de na koyo. And na momo. Me do ma kwatena wo bra. A bed the Quran ye ni mukan. Because I don't know what may ye ba or be 20 Ghana, or be 200 Ghana into an parliament. Look at the disgrace. Some people think this is funny. These Ghanaians think this is funny. You people think this is funny. We are not even ashamed. And this one, when I'm found home, so we are NDC, we are people, we are fine NDC and people, and you knew what some more my Ghana. Because the next year, gender ministers in Germany. She is the one that is going to represent us. Political party, you want to say that thing is good. And we are laughing. And go for the IMMs. And almost spreading. Hey, Chair Minister, no Nim Act, no. Hey, NDC for my bongo, NDC for. No, it goes beyond NDC for bon. The reason why we should not do this thing again, I'm telling you people, it doesn't matter what political party you are. How do you choose a wuku? Your friend say a yuku over Oko boy? Like, Jesus Christ, Charlie. No, this is not right. There is something happening. There is something happening to our country, Ghana. Niame bin ko ye wa Ghana. We go first, okay. Now, only when I was with MP only Moshe, MP Bonkoso, you will never find it in Ghana. But then I see MP they were born. Name mum a ban a year contributions. Our mind mom on the son got hope. We are in deep trouble. And what is worrying about it is to say, Adiana own him. Na or they chichiri who stage so. Na on to me expressing honor. Ujina hosre. It's funny for her. Oh, who the embarrassment are or they man one can the constituency for. Embarrassment or they man the constituency for oh who sa. Ngiasia or they man one can crop for oh who sa oh who sa. Eye necessary. Address it. You are not fine woman like you. O body so there. The animal penny bia. Ukretumbra we di tina ho. Bekasa keke. About your own ministry. You don't even know the act that established your ministry. And we are playing jokes with it. You people think it's funny. People think it's a joke. It goes beyond laughing at NDC for my bone. Ghana for mama. Let's get that to our head. Because she is our representative for Yampo. Until some Mahama be change, you know, or no. And I say, Yakoya be a fan mahum, a fan colahoni idea, or no, Neko Jinamako representing the whole Ghana. A catch of Tamako Tonkasiaba, and even my friend, we voted based on how we were feeling. We were hungry and we were hungry. But say, Mahama Bai, where did he? Mahama Bai, where did he? You can't even explain your act and you are a minister. And you are appointed by a president who said, well, bon, now only Minyansa, you did select leaders in Tino, only Minyansa, you did select workers in Tino. Oh, Christ, may do one be Brabedi position. Okrano, last on one, my man, Philly, the Aya Benaman, Ome Maui. Oh no, Otoya Mefe, Intibra, memo appointment, now me took one away the Mechiako. We allowed this man to hold the whole Ghana into his pocket. And he's turning it anyhow he wants. And stupidly, let me say this too, let me add this. Foolishly, there are people that voted for him with hope. Say he is going to transform something. No? He is finding excuses to tell them why he will not perform, and they are clapping for him. That was Ghana is a very, very dangerous. It's like it's in a dangerous situation. And then Safona Kaka Krebi. 1 year a dinyansa to a dear home. Edgeneno, a kakrebi. Bebreni na your emotions. Most of the aye is emotions. Honorable Amame menena yaka. MB before by Oma Meshi t-shirt, and your mayaka. And I hear Kokroma my lalefe, meja. And because of that, the few people with the money would buy all of us, okay? Help us to work and get their agenda moving, like what the NDC has done. Because se udi no kra, na se no kra wo mu, na nye niama ba se bi na opesa wo ya, e niama a wo mo promise yen, e niama wo mo ka so mo be ya ma yen se ye to aba mo mo nyina no. They are walking back on all of them. They are walking back on all of them. And that is very scary. And you're very, very dangerous. Na dollar kosro. And then mobile, the dollar still keeps going up. Etu a ukodi dollar echi. Edoko to abano. What on kwasi about to abego. Cause nya do bet with the dollar na abafo. If it's a dollar na adoko to abado, Mahama has already failed you. But won't say all the emotions. Akoma e prim. Akoma ya wom. Akoma emfa nyansa nto de obeye ho. Nanso obebe bu baby say yemfa bufuo empam once no say then na obebiri wukru. But on the bufuo akwa sa de we. Ma member we in the last. Now let's go to the whole Sami Jemfi Brua Yanko.
The title of the act. What is the title of it?
It's the Gender Affirmative Action Act, the Equity Act, 22.
Yes, I want it stated clearly. Was what I see on the order paper.
Mr. Speaker, yes, the order paper did not. It's the Affirmative Action Act, Act 2024. That's the Equity Act. It's the Gender Affirmative Action Act.
So, this is where we have come to. Ghana for Mutie. This is where Ghana has come to. And yeah, they say, but and yes, sem. Adia we are you sano. Yeah, they serious, but and yes, sem. Say we call you minister. Say ombedi ministry and him. Now look how long I have to you. Already she, ehu she. A funny ministry no. Enti ebisa say act look eko we omo ka say bibia o name or mention the act keka wo dey adwuma e wo ministry no. She doesn't know. And she's there smiling, giggling and laughing. And Ghanaians are applauding. Yo. Afi mama yen started. Around I think 2019 ever 2020 level. And Ghana abaya no so. At that time, yeah, and I'm gonna say, Ghana, you gold royalties no. Yeah, said then you be beyond for home. Inti yampe kwanya, you bet me the anyeska. Kai say answer na MPP for eba abemu no. Na Ghana, you gold and now you good ye are ye to know. Yeah, the ama a year 16 companies. 16 companies. And na omode a year Ghana, you go to no omutu edemaye. Okay, it was those 16 companies. Now 16 companies ni na so no. Yes, omo ade a omo ye den omo nye. Muntie ni yipa. 16 companies ni na no. Yes, omo ade omo nye say every year be an ye $100 million from the 16 companies. The pachowa ba share ma me never boa me. YouTube for ne especially mon share nenko. Okay? Muntie ni yepa. Ansa na nanado ene ni MPP ebeba abemu no. Ansa na President Kufuor ebeba abemu no. Na Ghana ye gold or ye minerals no. Ye di ama 16 companies ya. Womu ene ni to gold no. Ena ye share womu se mutu gold ne dia. Good ye mutu wia. Monfa sika 100 million. Eya America din sika 100 million. Enfanya den. Enfa meto eye Ghana futuo mu. Ara hu sema e womu ne se gold for no betu ye gold ni wie. Now omo de kwa. Omo ba. Mama be pay $2 million. From 100 million o. Now omo de $2 million abeto account no mu. Uko bi so omo say adenti e na akoba ne sa omo say gold no na ye raw form. Utie. Gold no e raw form. E na omo transport ko ye transportation ni ade e be ba mu ni na enti no. ama value a omo dwen san ko mu benya no ma yeden omo enya tie ni ye pa value e se san ko mu nya no omo enya na omo decide ye we ye Ghana for sa enti abra president na na adodan kwa Akufo Addo ebetena abem no se na bi moma ye mpe kwan a ye gold no ye be den ye benya ho sebe emfaso a ebeboa ye nina sa dia e 100% 100% no yemfa mu 49% enko jersey and a world market so na yenko list wo ho na yentumi fam pesika animu yara na yemfa mesiesie yaman no e wo bra 51% ne de e da so ye yen Ghana fo ye dia enti ye kura yen 51% na dia ye person ye de ye bia ye betumi dia ye no eno no da nchen no ye sign wo 49 a ye de akọ amanye dwa so a enkrofo etoto e ma ye huska a ye de bo Ghana ho bra. That is all Agyapa was. Agyapa no de wo mu ani Agyapa no de ane ye ya no kesa woni obi akọ sebe how do you call it agreement say sister Charlestina every month be ameba bekasa enti every month be ano me kasa ubetua me data kama me data na $10 enti no ubetua every month be $10 dia mama agreement ya sign afei say uties kanema me wie na say Felix bekasa Felix ma the whole month ni na no ababa akope the whole month no abam yelu pe me can Felix use every month say no ne kasa o kasa okay elunti yesterday bi say kura no say scanner nke de be ma Felix no yemfa bi ana yenchem ana yentibi na yemfa ma ebia asemasi ana obenten na ono so nya adwuma enti say Felix kura ma ye adwuma yenim say at least the owo no ye adwuma e bibi be den ebebre. That is all Ghana good. Sorry away Agyapa deal was eno nko a ne ade anewu na ena me de sami jamfi gold board no ene na yi na tese chale enkofo we omo ye criminal o. So now the gold isika na ebeba no now is going to go through finance minister no instead of Bank of Ghana. What is the road? I deal with the maybe to Ghana. Before going by Mupa, and the quiet side deal with Papa is real. Mamma side deal with to Ghana because if this happens again, there will be no Ghana. Said the Amaka Tremono. Ya the near money be ebetre. Atiasie. Near money be bibri and ebetre. But we need to really get the understanding of these things. Mesremo. Mamu mayenye ye huti bonko sododo. Miss B michia pa Diana Pia michia. Obi a wohwe me bia for michia mu na. Mon share page na munja comment medamos. Because show obi twa yedi. Obeka kire ye say every year do be $100 million. For so many years $100 million no emma aban pe kwan bia ye betumi dia nya scan back a ye nya Ghana ni a odi makodi nchene agia gina mu dweti se ompene masade ne mentino yenkoso ma sebe mining agencies na ACCN no enkoso CCN. Ghana is a sad country o baby a ye senke kono I say who say meet be so far na ye NDC fu MPP fu so we are not even seeing the damage we are causing. Otie yeah the NDC fu and sorry ni na da na NDC any MPP 40 na ha NDC 40 na ha. It's like everything that runs in Ghana is now NDC or MPP. And that is why these two have become powerful and they can turn us anyhow they want to turn us. My job is to educate you, to see the better one amongst them. Because it is the only way a Ghana be to me fan into my pie a dear friend. Now, Ebra ye Agyapa ho niama ye de ba be start the about parliament. Na parliament ama approval. Say okay, ye hwehwe books mu hwehwe bibia mu wie no eye. Enti no ye bema deal no abaso. Emu na the special prosecutor at that time. Your friend no Martin Alabisi Amidu. Eba I say, okay, there is something we call risk assessment management. Risk assessment. Edia na epachre. Onte brofo na mechire mu kakra wo mimi twi ya mete no emu. De e kire ne say Dr. Guy opeso okodidwa. Opeso okofa ntoma. Na entoma no wate say sa ufa 20 mako 20 kona yete so ufa ketwa so a price no high enti memfa kese no na yente me so ana mentwa de misika beso na menkopa me ba bi ntina entoma no se meton no 2 cedi a meboka ana meton no 1 cedi a menye ska na edia ba na ye kalabule wo ho a medwidi sade we se man ye ne yi a ebesei. It's your friend a risk assessment. Any serious business, any serious manager of any entity, this is one thing they do before they undertake any serious thing, any serious things, or any serious decisions. Ghana 40 say alamisi achro bibino. Anka yanko pe the whole thing ponkai na yensha da matinami du eka. Ghana Franco show. And yet na say Emma Sami Jemfi and then for Ebetina social media, traditional media everywhere. I catch Ghana for say, hey, Mumma, Yacheno, Munko reading Martinami Dudiano, Martinami do say, mother serpent corruption. Now, the court of public opinion, idea, we run with that a lot in Africa, especially Ghana. Court biya ni na semu mu anofo, nenso ye de ya no ebu anofo ekum ne dada. Court biya nka se mahama ewi ade o, nenso ye de ya no ayede aste ne dada. Court biya nka se Kufu Ado ewi ade, nenso ye de ya no ayede ase no dada. Is somebody catching my drift? So the ayede ya no aka no impose enya no kra. MDC for bet no aka se kro no wo mu ne de MDC for di na wo kwa hey mother serpent corruption, mother serpent corruption, mother serpent corruption, mother serpent corruption. Mon kan sa beto Ghana for team say Kufu Ado person o den o wi Ghana go. Miss B, this country is a sad country. Me say me sa low IQ no mo hye ye no afi na mate ase. Because now me doing say the way Ghana de anka ya ben ne ade no anka ye IQ be wo high. But no, we don't ask questions. We don't ask critical things. There you need more say emotions and a comment me. And I mean the or buy and I'm here diane. I say me here diane. You see, and I'm and just say it's all about lamentation, complain. And you see at the papa ne down anka Ghana ni yede na ni be hu no akopa mu adodo de no on no or be complaining. And it's your wa ala tani no ewurem Côte d'Ivoire no ewurem but service Burkina and then scrap ya de aye gini na and then Burkina Faso be scrap for adwuma and then be so be Ghana ni o scrap alomi for no and then be the person who be who Ghana ni o ya alomi and ya the type of job no or you too big for alomi me kai Burkina Faso so ba alomi na almost sesa na eni je somewhere wo Burkina say wo ye Burkina ni na wo tumi be wura Ghana twen na wo ye Burkina say o mo adwuma ye o mo ye wangara ya o ye ne sa oh se wo say du kwan ko Burkina abusuafo se de bie a meeting a friend meeting o I have friends, I have people like I have real evidence to this. Yes, that friend meeting na ya come from wo nuanom nketo a wa kire ni say dia wo watumi akopie Ghana no bo mode ya na ba fa wo nuanom na omudi wachi no ba ko na mienu bi nko Ghana no mo so mo nkonya abrabopa. This is fact. Ghana na MDC for ne Ghana for ne bi aye ya dwene say yen say no Kufu Ado aye adwuma pa na so papa we you be paint the black Kufu Ado ntina me betumi ko university na so me yin na ye da Kufu Ado ntina betumi ye the planting for food and job nye ska na so me na se da Kufu Ado nti e na betumi nya hospital wo mimi krom me na se da Kufu Ado na ma me hu go down for the first time na so me The Kodana as a papa and this in my power. Mr. Eunice, welcome. The Kodana sia and this in my power. Ntiyanka se bibia enye. Bibia enye Kufuor say bibia. Na what could be the ultimate question? Kwakwado dan kwa fa terminal report bra no de aba. John Kwame Mahama fa terminal report bra no de aba. Yes, terminal report no no. Kufuor box no was soro chain. Sebe eyi de no. John Mahama de no. Nanso me when DC into John Mahama de no ye better than the Kufuor de. That's all. Into yan huru Kufuor black. Martinami do cast or your risk assessment. Now only baby. Oh, that now. Oh, Charlie. But I'm like, you guys should just contain it for me because I'm doing live. Because if that keeps opening, it's gonna go in the show. That's why. Don't tell someone secret too much. That's why I mean, as someone may catch them say, once you do that, now I'm winning every baby. And then that's going to crash up a edit. I know why. We'll keep on at the side door. We close to mommy. Why? Just forgive me, partner. I had to go and close back the door. Sorry. Mom, what TikTok to keep tapping on the screen and sharing the page. Let's go. Martinami do call you and the risk assessment, no. Me the better ha. Me catch them so be uncompare nubi. Because that is what we are going to use today. And then me mom evidence. Mama de anko hwehwe Felisa Pia Facebook and YouTube. Said the be ade me the better ye ni na ye be kan bi. Eniam and ye be kan we ni na nya me kwasi na me troye. No I be catch them say me twa tro and I may MP did. That is the data, that is the fact. Okay, now more like na more share, man. Martinami do ekoye and risk assessment, no. There was nowhere in that assessment or can say we are Ghana sika and now Ghana gold 1 inch po every Ghana at Elimo and we account to TNE. Martinami do risk assessment, no, yeah. Maybe catch him say, why do we do risk assessment? Joe, big up yourself. Why do we do risk assessment? I think I want to big up yourself. We do risk assessment so that we know the business now. You come no, yemfa A and I yemfa B. Risk assessment does not amount to corruption. Risk assessment, it does not amount to corruption. There is no definition in any dictionary. There is no, like, you can't find it anywhere. Say, so be a risk assessment management, say, or trust that report now. Say, or be a discard, or be a real gold, or be a chrono. There is nothing like that. Nemum a yasheye. No tina president no so no Martinami do call you know na now the dan kwabisa and say yo dia waka na mate na one mu a obubo omu din wa ade we mu no me pa to wa from atie wa mu so mu asam. The legal name is something uttering pattern. I forgot the first thing. I don't know how they call that. No call for oh fuck. I'll mention it. The actual say so what the assembly to obi so and now wo ka so obi aye bibia sabe court to dem kura no ye den ye ma no opportunity ma ne be tre ni nsem na mom se wo ba be defend no ho na nsem wo di defend no ho no se anpass mu a na a judge for na take decision. It is very, very hard. It is very, very hard, sir. Asemo. I do meet me I do. The part of me about I'm in fact the M2 I do. So might be a name of honor. Some from an bemwani be a dog no, the Abanisana abonte noise me bem. Oh, the tia away operate. Anyways, let's go on. Obia ye dey asem be tu subiano. Ye ba opportunity ema we den ema obe you ho ano. Enti the fact say obi di we ko gina court. Na waka nsem ato so ne nkire say ye mfa nkoto afiase. Nanso in this case, Yabuabia Samoa, aye nanisa apotra yehu ne to. Ebe brunsan, kotena radio station, waburu say sram. Na wa share sa ne space na. Sabio se kikio se hwan no. Na wa share. No di Jimmy. Sami Jenfinu mu akodi atro. Sanka Yabuabia Samoa to me your press conference counter say risk assessment, no, this is not what it means. No mom say no. Yet now one be a one Ghana be agent say a good father person we are Ghana go the man the bushia. That is the mentality they gave. That is the mentality they gave to every Ghanaian. A good father person we are be biara Ghana go na good father person we are Martinami do acheno. Me can so Martinami do report no show mo be biara no e kire so obi a discuss. It is just a risk assessment. Risk assessment. Any serious business person does a risk assessment before they go into the business they want to go into. What even made it worse? The entire me say Ghana ya jini no. Miss one no. Ghana ya jini no ye ya ton. Ye ya ton the ajidokono and throwa intosu sewing machine, baba machine, activator. Africa do eno na ye. We are not allowing Yankupon Yansana or the man or the two yetikone say ya fa jene. Fanyansana me de ma wona jene. Sebe adia enya parliamentary approval kure ye diska wom. Adia parliamentary approval pom ma ye na yakasa adia ne ye de ko sebe yon play asa sebe yon konto mo amutie me sebe ye diska wom. Na so yet na ho ba say su konoma bayfo tantan na nim sa bo bi anim Sami Jenfino na te Ghana he ni na e penti ya black ti e pesi we Ghana gold omo ko fa Martinami do eyi na they didn't even read the whole thing, and the reason why I said send them to be better Andra me can say me kire mo me platform yi so say you pesi who party and na person or do you go royalties no? And you call this guy with bruchira. First government, yes, I didn't answer no person, yes, I didn't. A friend of them, your friend NDC. Now, that time, no, now finance minister, Utie, finance minister, now Odia dear at that time, no, near a friend of cabinet before. With the evidence, in show. It started in 2010. They formalized and finalized things in 2011. The only mistake ya wamu ya say, adia no eye Ghana Japade tieni. Kana for ye dinya maybe dia grow. Eye Ghana Japade. Ghana Japade ministry bia so address. The Ministry of Finance for address. Ministry of Health for address. Sports for address. Obia on address. It is the Ministry of Finance for koje adia. Yet the Ministry of Finance address na ye spearheaded and signed by the finance minister. Utie. Obia one address. This if one call register gold royalties now. If I said it's Cabra Ghana now, who my address omu you see here? Dominic Anyene na wabeye brother friend attorney general and Satan no a deputy attorney general. Or no law firm address and the whole country's royalty you register to. And almost say so the deal backfired. And a Ghana Gold Company and to Miamba. That is what I've told you. Ghana Gold Company. We will start that with today. Let me read a little publication. From there, we shall go into Martinamidu's write-up, and then we will play Sami Jenfi's gold board and what and how criminal these people are. You can't. And I promise you, people give me the chance and I'll bring it. Okay. Now, the title says NDC revealed a Agyapa deal in 2011. Makachre Musa almost started here, okay, in 2010. By 2011, almost all my radio, the Ghana gold. And guess what? they were going to float 80% shares and keep 20% for Ghana. Ghana Gold Company now NDC for almost setting up 2011. Almost the emu 80% Koma Bruni. Normal the Sebio and 20% penal at the Abre Ghana. Nana do down Kwaku Fuado buy, or best sign. And no yen 51.49 for Agyapa. But John Mahama in the NDC for say, one more crap now comedy 80% there for channel, one woman deal in papa in the Antanyan support. The our call ya or no to Nyakwaji more the Abra buying 51% for buying or Yeni papa. And now since when did 7 become greater than 8? Utie. Obia Bisa question you are saying, what happened to the gold for oil? You MPP folks think we are fool. Yes, you are fool. It didn't hear then. Khalid, you are a fool. I actually think you are a fool because if by now you don't know what gold for oil is doing, then you are not in this country. And some of you shouldn't be coming on platforms. Utie said now Utue say who names a gold for oil no and no na yam and they will end this party says I am consent gold board there. Then who join what no and yes and yeah jumo by yeah race this baby. These are the people we are dealing with in Ghana. Khalid no NDC for no. These are the type of mentalities we have in Ghana. You don't know what the gold for oil is doing, and you are here making noise. Ube Jiraha baby did the attempt MPP for the MPP thinks you are fool. You are a fool because you don't even know the fact when it's presented to you. So of course you are a fool. And thank God you know you are a fool. About down for a party. Now let's go inside. Or say, amid the NDC's opposition to government's Agyapa royalty deal, details have emerged of how the NDC proposed similar deal to Parliament in 2011. Following the passage of the Minerals Income Investment Fund Act to manage the equity interest in mining companies and also receive royalties on behalf of Ghana, as well as the subsequent establishment of what have been waging a war against the arrangement to monetize Ghana's mineral royalties through Agyapa royalty. Okay. A memo on October 30th, 2011. Are you people reading? Those on TikTok, if you're on Facebook, you can see it. If you're on YouTube, Felix Appiah Political Zone, you can see it. Please, I'm showing you evidence. I'm showing you where we have come from. I don't want you to sit there and just let me spew things to you. One can also do the due diligence and find out, say, the Felix say, can I no correct? And no correct. Don't leave it to me alone. Do your part too. Because that is the only way we can equip ourselves against all this noise NDC people are going to make. Yanko. Just like Agyapa royalties is being used as a vehicle by the Ghana Minerals Investment Fund to use Ghana's royalties as collateral to raise private capital, the NDC similarly proposed to use Ghana Gold Company. I told you guys this yesterday. Ghana Gold Company for gold royalties. Now, the Parliamentary Select Committee on Finance and Energy and Mines and are being asked to consider the proposal to establish a national vehicle to manage and maximize the financial returns from the country's interest and royalties from gold companies and mines. The 2011 memo to Parliament by the then NDC government. And this will be person who we are Ghana gold NDC for the starting here. Say net you flow to royalties. Now there no amount to show Obia we gold there. Name the party and person we are Ghana gold now NDC. Almost started in 2012, 2011, and I'm coming parliamentary approval. And I'm showing you the evidence. The memo continued. Currently, Ghana has shares and carried interest in a number of mining companies that enable Ghana to receive significant cash flow from royalties and dividends. The current increase in gold prices, increased demand for gold exposure by investors, and appreciation in the equity interest in the gold mining companies presents a unique opportunity for the government to consider the monetization of all portions of its gold interest to deliver a significant capital sum to support the nation's growth and development. Sabio, they are a hand in air can say, NDC for the way I need a Pepsi Japan, they had proposed the same thing. Say, Yamma Sabi, 80% of your good year, young found world market. Young flow to now young keep Sabi 20%. Good ye. Na Yamma Quine, na a buy and to gold in Nara. A buy and control gold in Nara. When a NDC for Niama on the buy. MP before Agyapa you know. Young found master Sabi government and corner na eba to gold. There be. It was about the royalties. The ayebenyano, sika ayebenyano, okay? Say ye de kwa sika ayebenyano, ye de bebe fi, e de ababe bo mine hobra. The NDC government memo added, beginning in the fiscal year 2011, therefore, government will commence discussions in the establishment of a national vehicle. You can national vehicle and you can. I say, company be a creative. Yes, you know, they usually call it a special purpose vehicle. That's what they try to say in politics. So many cars have vehicle, then car, there be any car, there be any car. Then boom, company a year then. Yes, and as a company a year establishing. Now you the year day, yeah the GBB and I say they represent BB. Now young quay. Or the government will commence discussions in the establishment of a national vehicle. Of a national vehicle, TNU. The Ghana Gold Company, and GGC, Ghana Gold Company, which will hold the country's gold royalties and equity interest. And in 2011, the NDC saw say to me at the gold royalties, you know, because companies to gold, they don't bring us the amount we need. It's young Cassia the Yakra say Yensa. And the gold now a day, aquaman, aquacoton, NDC for but the same thing and then, you know, by their own memo, per document available, they wanted to do the same thing in 2011. It's moved the way as Sami Jemfi said that. Eti can some do go Agyapa and a Gabio Chedako fair and me can Sabio lawyer for prayer who Jumano. They are just affiliated with the way back and Gabio Chedako and a yes, Jumano. The fact that Gabio Chedako didn't bear winty, Sami Jemfin the NDC are bay for said that so ya no call. And the Gunana so and the Gu MP so ya conform ye real gold, ye real thing. As to what basis in the Casano, up to Lende, the only thing they try to use is to talk about Martinamidu's risk assessment management. Meanwhile, Martinamidu's risk assessment management did not mention anywhere. Say, MP before we are gold, MP before we are say, MP before you say, Debbie. It was never like that. Then so, say ye benya abentino. Say ye benya vote intino. Yanko titubi. Yanko say you be. Yamu be on your time. And that is what we did. Ebio Yanko, which will hold the country's gold royalties and equity interest. The GGC will be a newly incorporated company that will be 100% owned by the government. And into which the government will transfer its gold and equity interest. The benefit to government of having such a company are several, including the following: delivery of significant capital sum to the government raised from private markets. Isn't that what Agyapa was about? Isn't that what Agyapa was about? To raise huge sum from the world market. That was all it was for. The catcher says, I NDC party. Se wonye bayfo se sunsun boni bi nti wo na se wadwene ye adwuma e be ye den so be dwane NDC. I'm sorry. Se sunsun fin bi anti wo se boja hwiegu honhom eni wo te se dia rollins na ote no se akwasiam pabra eni wo mu a you will never join NDC. It will not be attractive for you. Normal people don't join NDC. A Jimmy for no more. A Jimmy for a NDC more. And you know, they are so foolish to the point say, oh no one can say kwaya de no kra watching no kra na on ukra no queen thing. Enyamia. Ah, chairman enya was also enyamia. Now say me ade anya me kon enya me shetai. Hey, some with the minimum say ya Jimmy dada, ya no be Jimmy. Hey, we need 6,000 boys. No matter me na dimirika. Hey, but say tell us up 6,000 boys. We could na no dimirika. It's like the brain does not work. I'm sorry. That political party say bibi nse we ni asia. Mama papa, ebeye days of the 20 endings. Yanka bibi papa bia. Nyanse bia ni mu. Na sabio wadwene ye adwuma. Me win election ye ko. Election yanka yes siwu no e na woko meboa. Yes siwu na wo evidence yes siwu na akon. We so dia we win parliament. We win president. We win baby a o sister obechi police station. Obechi ties. Obekon. Obebu police ni. Obebu soldier ni. Wadwene no enye adwuma. Let's go back to more evidence. Me patoma hu ade we a cabinet memorandum. Cabinet memorandum. And no and a cabinet kotenasia. Ye hwe so de ye adwuma. E de na wo mu. Mo me yenkoye ni mo. I hope that people can see it. The title is Establishment of a National Vehicle to Hold All of Government Gold Interest. That is the title. Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning, which is NDC. Finance and Economic Planning, they put it together. That is their government. This is their memo, cabinet memo. Minister at that time, Ghana Gold Company, no, GGC, no. Dr. Kwabena Dufo. Dr. Kwabena Dufo, onye MPP ni. And this is one person, no, obi person, we are Ghana Gold. Ghana for Kenya na do Agyapa. Ghana Gold Company. So one person who set up a gold royalty vehicle. Now said that amounts to corruption there. Then yanka kron for na komo person we are Ghana. You gold na ye NDC for. Ebra na kwabena before ye minister. I told you guys I'll bring you some information today. I hope you people are seeing it. More emotional. I hope some more share. Hey, mainly me. Hey, show. For those of you who are online, on Facebook or YouTube, I hope you people are seeing it. The date, 17 December 2010, was when this memo was established. Okay? Go back. Now, young Kwaswe. Objective. Maybe Kayamamo. Objective. Okay. The objective of this memorandum is to seek cabinet approval for the creation of a national company, the Ghana Gold Company, that will hold all of countries' entitlement to royalties and equity shareholding in gold mining companies and ongoing gold development projects. This is a cabinet memo 2010. Professor Mills was alive. John Mahama was the vice president at that time. Okay? Now, this request is to give effect to the announcement made by the Honorable Minister of Finance and Economic Planning when delivering the 2011 budget to Parliament that the government would establish a national company to hold the country's then existing entitlement royalties and equity shareholdings in Ghana Gold Project. In Tiebio, says one person setting up a special purpose vehicle just to collect your gold royalties. And will be about chrono there. Then the idea was way 1 year didn't come Ghana chrono, 1 year didn't carry a Ghana gold, 1 year didn't carry a Ghana Sika, and John Dramani Mahama, Professor Mills, and their NDC people. When Kwabena before was the finance minister. And then now you must share them because we is a program with my data. For those of you who follow me, I did this program in 2021. May yes, our program we and I showed you people the evidence. And just like I promised you guys yesterday, I'm showing you the evidence. Manuel, big up yourself. When you have to say the voice, I see you too. We have to make sure we stand firm, strip this NDC people naked for Ghanaians to know what they want to do with their money. Yeah, no crowd, yeah, keep 51%, no, NDC for my number. So next time they fit to go tie, credit come on, bomb makeup, got na radio station. I'm buying a better gold in Nane. Oh, really? Really? But it can only happen because of Ghana. It will not happen anywhere. The government of Ghana holds various gold interests, including equity holding in international gold mining companies and minority equity interest, typically 10% in a number of gold mining projects in Ghana. Herein referred to as the gold interest. The government also receives cash flows from the mining companies calculated by reference to the revenue generated from gold sales. Adentia. And when I'm being catch on say, this is a this is cabinet memo, and it is in the 2011 budget. 2011 budget. I have to find you the exact page, but then if you have the 2011 budget, you would see this in there. Manuel, when you go for the 2011 budget, you will see it in there. Why? It is in there. Okay. Now the confa when na buy and say MDC for be who say companies now woman no year adwuma SS woman because the deal we signed with the 16 companies in Manuel was that every year biano every company Ghana for any what they any what deal in terms of mining biano and so to Ghana $100 million every year. And Crawford will cotton and you know gold no more bar no matter catch and say oh any a aircraft na dey aboka no more the $2 million far better account to Mama Ghana. This forecast we will take charge of our own thing. The same thing Agyapa royalty was doing, but at a higher percentage for Ghana. And the master major in Fiquine. The Sukonoma 35 years was a 31 years. The man called a ketwa saquine. The position be or paid ye, the sick be our power. Then quasi assembly or paid ye, ye no. And the boy Yankas pay a wabro. And that's a media and feedback. Abaimwa. The same thing that's a media and feature Ghana radio station, TV station, Diara. Munkunti Agyapa, and net there's some media and feature say Japan yo into a mobile. Say Japan, I see a kufa, well, yes, Kadiama Nebusiano, Sunday and the Papentia, the Abaye, and this year. Also, Mama Okwasia could you die. Well, who could vote to buy NDC? Who got here? Sami Jemfia tro and this for nada and got two about the man. One some question about you die. Yeah, by any of the by any person status and the year away. Because according to NDC for General, 1 year NDC near no can see a man with my organ. According to NDC for no, you Mahama said president of Ghana. Now, so now Juma saw and say you're president of NDC. The NDC will be the that is what Ghana's money has to be used for. It's all floating vote and I also quasia or deno ena the first na car no taxi. He said the petrol nice and the petrol na above. Ojedenche udin kwasi asem di ye oje mu asem asami danfinu di ye e de kokoto kwasi aba no e na abaye won se mutumi nkasa ma say na moto aba no ye no munina ma fere fere e te say mo ho yes your soft abro be wo e say untuma mu e wo e na wo musu mutumi nkasa because munni Ghana for ni na sa 2025 way Ghana ni bia be jira so me no ma bi do nyame ba bia wo da mba ba hwe baby, I will be a member because Aquasiampa for one Ghana not dorsal, Tramador for near petition for no, what dorsal was system needs none sending yet to my yet the none sending in no money. Adiana Sammy, and you know foolishly. Eddie. Adiana Sami Jemfi NDC communicators Anything Ghana had in our say, yeah, the bonny, and the money more. Hey, but now we do cross say, mother serpent corruption, you know, Omuko a iswa programs wa, mother serpent corruption, mother serpent corruption. And now, and then, and this is a form of program now, more, mother serpent corruption. Now, Same Oba who did it, mother serpent corruption. The aim is one. Mother serpent corruption can sa bohosa and talk and for him. Say Kufado, we are done a good. Yeah, Kufado, who fit 10. That is the only way we can come to power. And they succeeded. But because they are not principled, Adiana no must say any. And then there's something if you say to obey. Or say the government also receives cash flow from companies calculated by the reference or say that these generate approximately 180 million per annum and will continue for so long as there is gold production by the companies. This is NDCU. Details of the government gold minority interest holdings are presented in the table below. Intuition table now, anyway, name mining company needing government of Ghana interest here. Your fat BB to say, I have for a new month, a to gold honor government ni issue 0%. Your back baby to say, Cherano, your friend of red back mining Ghana for your woman 10%. A banny BB any gold are you to BB any your friend of Noble Mineral Resources. Almost so Ghana, you initiate 2011 ton, you initiate and you could find buy and a wabeton. Class prefect me that says, I buy me who watch it, my field. This doesn't here. Bogoso, gold that you to Bogoso, no Ghana for 10%, and that is a local interest, no. Not Omoka. And also a friend of Golden Star Resources company in the no, and Ghana has 10% in it. I feel. Young Shadi, maybe so more fan chamina as a bubia faso. Okay. Now, your Fred BB executive summary. Because right after this, I'm heading you towards a Agyapa deal. A year Martinamidu, a year Rex assessment to home. And I say, I'm passing be chrono, another chrono be crapple. Okay. Young share. Yanko. Or say, in the budget statement delivered on 18th November 2010, the Minister of Finance and Economic Planning proposed the establishment of a national vehicle, the Ghana Gold Company. He told all of government of Ghana's gold interest with a view to potentially monetizing these interests in the near future. Following the approval of the budget, the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning obtained cabinet approval from the establishment of Ghana Gold Company. 2, establish a committee, the Ghana Gold Committee, to determine and appropriate mechanisms for the establishment of the Ghana Gold Company. The committee comprises of representatives from 1, Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Ministry of Justice, Attorney General's Department, Minerals Commission, Ghana Chamber of Mines. So these were the people that were on the committee. As someone in 2011, when you're Agyapa, when you NDC 2010, 2011, now come where you gold. Because and then you say, who could flow to gold, that will be real good. Because Japan almost say a chrono. And they are here. Wanting to do the same thing they bastardized when they were in opposition. And Ghanaians are watching this and they think it's funny. They think it's a joke. They think, fellas, we are in a very serious and dangerous times. These NDC people, we told you, you can go for Munya Papo, and your plan. Why we said all these things? We said all these things, but Ghanaians didn't take it serious. Obtain an opinion from the Attorney General's Department on the establishment of Ghana Gold Company. Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning has invited the Parliamentary Select Committee on Finance and the Parliamentary Select Committee on Energy and Mines to review and consider the mechanism for the establishment of Ghana Gold Company. Proud to tabling the bill to Parliament. So, this is exactly what NDC wanted to do. And I will confirm this with Martin Amidu's write-up. Maybe I'll be confirming this. See, hold on, give me a minute. Let me blow my nose away. Hey. That why you serious no? And I never be to one name. Una cocoa, una silver, so una cocoa. Okay, now Fisher. Agyapa royalties. May can't win a kakrebi, then we go to Martin. The Parliament of Ghana passed the Minerals Income Investment Fund in 2018 for the management of Ghana's equity interest in mining companies and also received royalties on behalf of the government of Ghana. The Patrol, isn't that the same thing NDC did in 2010, 2011? 2010, 2011. It is the same thing so that we can collect royalties on behalf of the government. Until NDC for 2011. Nembum MP before be Agyapa dia chrono adinti aye siga bi ochireda akona mfuo bi na eye lawyers nti aye chrono. The Minerals and Income Fund, which is mandated to invest royalties and revenues it receives on behalf of the government, is also allowed by the law to establish special purpose vehicle SPVs to help realize its objective. As a result, the Minerals Investment Fund established a wholly owned Ghanaian company, Agyapa Royalties Limited, which would trade 49% of its shares on Ghana Stock Exchange, and the London Stock Exchange, meaning, Ghana, hey, wikido, and this for the Omoyano, ye collecting or lending, and qua. It is you uni foreign currency, now you are unto. Yes, we are by Japan, and I say Agyapa royalties. No, yes, we are making sure, say, apart from say a DBL called London Stock Exchange, you know, ya person Ghana for so years cause you're my Japan there, until you flow to the same, our Ghana Stock Exchange. Now, say Ghana businessman be honors or gold ni be, and now per shares ni be at par, where to me have to be. Way a chrono. Ghana for way a chrono. Oh my God, Ghana, we are in trouble. Through the Mineral Income Fund, remaining as a majority shareholder. In simple terms, Agyapa Royalties is expected to raise fixed money from the private market. Isn't that what NDC was doing Ghana Gold Company for? To raise money from the private market. The same word, though, the same wording. Ghana is the same wording. So what makes NDC's own proper and what makes MPP's own corruption? I don't understand. And then the same thing now NDC for Koya Papa. Now so throw ye free stock so. Now the back Ghana not the same wording, though, the same wording. But MPP the end of chrono. Not Ghana ni kwasi ampeni bi so agye bofun fo na woman na womo de nkwasi asem na ejimi sem na ahye yakoma mu ma no ma agye di no ma bom tu brizia no mo de na ekufu adwe ska ekufu adwe ye good and agabe ye good we ye tea and ye electricity ye see. The same thing NDC said was criminal is what they are doing today. No so my dad. Yeah, but na haka saka mesremo NDC the na back o opeso oba government mu keke enti the obeye ye papa ni obeka say enye mama ma ye enye sa mama ye ma ye nim na ho NDC the ne dia ne say the be for free education kra na onka the free education ye say ne be di ye kra onka say enye. That is the only thing they are trying to do, say it is bad. And ordinary Ghanaians fall for this stupidity. And then they the same Agyapa are na criminal. And this for the almost the and criminal. And it is very dangerous. Now I'm looking at what the gold buyers in Ghana will do after this announcement by Sammy Jemfi. Let us go to the ultimate Martin Amidou report. Okay. But let's come here to come a person motias here. Okay. Okay, should I even read here? Let me. Okay, at least let's get the full clearance on it. I don't want people to think say I'm selecting. It is offer Martin Amidou a report now. For those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, I hope you are seeing the document. This is the document. I mean, first title no Republic of Ghana seal and the bosso. Okay. Report on the analysis of the risks of corruption and anti-corruption risk assessment of the process leading up to the request for the approval of the transaction agreements and tax exemptions granted by Parliament thereunder in relation to the gold royalties monetization transaction under the Minerals Income Investment Fund Act 2018, Act 978, and other related matters hitherto. Okay. It was presented by Martin A.B.K. Amidou, Special Prosecutor. Sir, right up way, and a Martin Amidou koye you the come president here. And this for echita for adwene e wo fom. Any Ghana for ni bi echita for Ghana for nanka se bi adwene e wo fom nti. Ye ma Sammy Jemfi be da. Martin Amidou akoka se kronu bi wom. E wo bra Martin Amidou ankasa because a risk assessment. Ade ne yen start you. Nanso mama yan hwehwɛ mu ye na o kire bi ba bi wo a enya yetumi afix it. Mama yen hwɛ mu ye na ba bi wo na enya correct a yetumi afix it. That is all risk assessment is supposed to do. Risk assessment has nothing to do with say obi akowie ska obi akowie gold. There be because they ensure sleep. Nanso yenya Ghana for GD. Say Kufuor person we are Ghana for gold. Date 15th October 2020. Yanko Yanim. Is it even good to read the introduction? Maybe. Let me go on the introduction quick. The Maminko 2.2. Head and let's say national debate and dispute up to the probity, transparency and accountability of the Agyapa Royalties Limited transaction document and their risks of corruption. They are risks. Say yeah, corruption may be a bit to near free moaba and treasure corruption and free moaba. There is the risks beer. There is the tendency to say beer problem be to near by intino. Martin Amidou, Fishem na advice here. This is all Martin Amidou did. But here be no in the media. Ti bonko so for media be tuya yenka. Catch there say monko ka say Agyapa deal na enye. But through this page, the abetchra say the same way dealing na change. Baako say Ghana Gold Company, baako say Agyapa Royalties, the same thing. The same thing. But he to me cash a gun and near Junimu say, Nana do Danko Kufado pursue real good. A man the bushia, it's in a all year Japan. And a man for GD, including MPP people, they believed. Because that time they got appointment to be a man or a position be a farmer and into the Kufado here name. It is a dear nine no crano, a Kufado when here Yenintino, Yabaka so dear Gumana. And that the same thing is being proposed and being pushed by John Dramani Mohammed's government. And guess what? Everybody sees that as a good thing. All of a sudden, hey, Sami Jamfidio ni Mukaso, hey, Sami Jamfika Sapao. All of a sudden. Ghana for Mumayan. Also, it would appear that the inability of Parliament to consider and approve the transaction document in a bipartisan manner further gave rise to acrimony between the supporters of the proposers of the transaction document and its opponents, including groups of extractive minerals, civil society, anti-corruption organizations, and other members of the public. The proponent of the approvals asserted the legality of the approval process, while its opponent processes leading up to the approval granted by Parliament. The nation appeared divided over the handling of its sovereign extractive mineral gold patrimony, with threats of abrogating the agreement by the future government. In view of the elaborate provisions in the 1992 Constitution and other laws made to protect the extractive mineral resources of the nation for and on behalf of the chiefs and people of Ghana, this office, as a specialized independent preventive, investigative, prosecutorial, and asset recovering anti-corruption agency established by this government, decided under the Office of the Special Prosecution Act 2017-959 to undertake an analysis of the risks and corruption. Enti yanka so nana do danko akufa ne papa no abro nana do danka sa na say matina me duwe woni onipa mayi u say wo ye independent ya obetumi ahwe ne amemu amame krata ya abeto wo mo pa approve ayi hwehwe mu mame eye den na akufu ado na opese wo wie go ono asan ka kire matina me du say onko hwehwe document na ya ye ni mu no say problem bi wo onye risk assessment me who say problem bi wo how me ankasa me pese me wi ade na ma sign dia mo bi so onko hwehwe mu say me wi ade a who send this if I didn't hear you makra their mentality of thinking the way omo hu omo niam no just say the thinking mindset is very very low and shallow, and that is why they are able to get on like that. Now men say brebebre no I will jump to 2.1 because that is where it would all start from. Okay. MPP communication no kre ya abia samo ya abia samo na di yenwambo ono na di yenwambo but abato omututi an most of the things here near ma NDC for keka ya yembe ya no ntem ba be so ade ba ko e wan say sometime ni na me no me di nka be ya say Agyapa deal we no e wo mi page no so dada but e just sometime na obi anhwe obi akra mbustu page ma obi amia nti no ka kra nko ba bia for some of us who have followed this page for a long time, okay, I mean, yes, I deal with. We went through this thing. I idea my count was that I'm a bone de rules, but that time, Manu do me page is okay. The Bama opportunity now when your big platform said to me, I counter NDC for this American film. They don't do that. They don't do that. Now, you're quick. 2.1. Of Martin Amidou's, how do you call it? Write-up. The ISM mother serpent corruption, no, any. Or say, the Ministry of Finance has since 2011, Mepacho, 2011, Nanado was not the president of Ghana. Okay? But Monshe. The Ministry of Finance has since 2011, this is Martin Amidou's report, report now almost said that here say Martinami to say there's corruption. No, there is nowhere in this paper that cited one corruption. Now so MP before now can ya no to Emma Sami Gemfi the name say abion apim how you think you are wise haircut no the bunny won the trimita kokwa on to me young boys and kokra twa etrimode you think you are wise consaf wota the beat the kum and we ja sabi akawa ebomu taso akokwa adwemboni nti o twa ne tin kokrawa ebet na radio so TV so ekufado ye kronfo royalties Agyapa de nyina na ye de kono me you people were going to do 80% on the world market, 20% for Ghana. Nanado came and did it 51 for Ghana, 49 for the foreigners. And you spoke against it. No munya kwasiampa for media tibonko so so etoye no mo so mo de nam no mo de show ye ngu akufado ne nabusu amufi. Me ken says one pass gold royalties no kronu wo mu a party and a person didn't kind of chrono NDC. According to Martinamidu, or say the Ministry of Finance has since 2011 conceived of the establishment of national vehicle to hold all of government gold interest. My God, these people are crazy, man. This NDC people. You know, sometimes I don't know. Some can be doing to me the poison and conform. And some can conform to do and this when we say a poison who come free system. Because some free system no mine home to know. That channel yet. A channel and you medidi mama men did America, mama men did Amewu, medidi, a channel medi. Nothing outside the box. Nothing comes outside the box. It is all about what I will eat. It is all about what I will eat. And the transaction document submitted by the Ministry of Finance on 13th August 2020 for consideration and approval by Parliament is just a continuation and to assure of how to actualize an existing policy of the government of Ghana. The subject of the establishment of such a national vehicle was first conveyed by the then Minister for Finance by letter with reference number Ministry of Finance OLA LCAH dated 10th May 2011 to the then Attorney General and Minister for Justice. So you see why Dominic Ayini's law firm was used to register Ghana Gold Company. Company a Ghana for the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Finance, Omwankasa, address. We chose not to use that. Yamfa enwele, emfama ayini. Yankwe. The then Attorney General assigned attorneys led by a chief state attorney with considerable expertise in extractive mineral resources to join a Ministry of Finance committee to brainstorm on the new policy initiative. It is a no be person or ton you go there. Nowadays you go royalties, Ecocha, and your MP before the starting a NDC, Ghana Gold Company. That is why I told you to go and look for that evidence yesterday. Said they are there and they are banning a car. One casemina macho. The American in I, the Martinami Detroit. Report way and NDC for capitalizing here, mother serpent corruption. E kaya wo bra Martinami do ankan was idea we say obiabo krono. Martinami do anka se Kufuado afa 1 CD. Martinami do anka so Foriata afa 2 CD. Martinami do anka se Gadioche da kwa afa 1 CD o. Wankemu bia. Nanso ye to me because he say risk assessment and corruption no yet me a day e come and be talk Ghana ni trim say I am po Kwakwado dan kwa person we are Ghana for gold nyina ene de Kwakwado dan kwa ni ho bi o Kwame Mahama baya ade na Akufuado ye na ye se no obokro no Kwame Mahama say no de obeye because obenya Ghana for backing the low IQ for no wo mo ma adwene wo for no obenya mo ma support. Let's go. On 6 October 2011, the then Attorney General by letter with reference number D54 SF .110 volunteered an opinion to the then Honorable Minister of Finance on the importance of complying strictly with the letter and the spirit of the article 175, 176, 2576, 2676, and 269 of the 1992 Constitution. The Mineral and Mining Act 2006, Act 703, particularly Section 25 thereof, the Office of the Administrator of Stool Lands Act 1994, Act 481, the Financial Administration Act 2003, Act 654, and the Companies Code 1963, Act 179, 1963, Code 1963, Act 179, in making a decision on the policy intentions at the time. The then Attorney General's opinion, as his letter stated, was intended to ensure transparency and accountability in the process initiated by the Ministry of Finance, for which no feedback had been provided to the then Attorney General, as was the normal practice. The Attorney General at the time underscored in paragraph 3 of his letter of opinion the importance of the mineral resources of the nation as trust property and the patrimony of the citizens of Ghana, when stated that, in quote, the president is the trustee of all mineral resources in the natural states in Ghana for and on behalf of the people of Ghana. Consequently, all such mineral resources are vested in him. See Article 257. Enti ebra na NDC for person omo ye ne de. Almost constitution say to me you bet to me the aton your royalties ni na our president Akufo-Addo. I use President Akufo-Addo because of Agyapa, but this is 2011. Into almost say to me ni na no president your testimony na one ho according to Attorney General no. SAT Article 2576 of the Constitution. Say eno to me my president to be our teso kwan. Nanso Ghana for say yem pene. Am Akufo-Addo enya kwan and find yet your pay. The be frustrating and power frustrating. Pursuant to Article 269, Parliament established the Minerals Commission under the Minerals Commission Act 1993, Act 450, to be responsible for the regulation and management of the utilization of the extractive mineral sector and to coordinate policies in relation to them. The Minerals and Mining Act 2006 703 regulates minerals and mining rights and incidental matters. Under Section 25 of Act 703, royalties are to be paid in respect of mineral rights to the Republic. Government is also entitled to a 10% free carried interest in a mineral right for mining or exploration, in respect of which no financial contribution is paid by the government, and which does not preclude the government from any other or mineral right. Within the scheme of the Minerals and Mining Act, the minister responsible for mines is given extensive supervisory function for and on behalf of the president, who is the trustee, to ensure that the president delegated powers are properly exercised in accordance with the President Trust Mandate. Section 100 of Act 703, recommendation of the commission continues. And I will end that one there. I will end it there. Please. So far, and some I can way make a throw baby Anna. So far, and someone me can way make a throw baby Anna. Debbie. Now, into some medium fee.
Equipment to fight illegal mining. Ubi has honey here me painted.
Maybe. Now, Samubakaya, Ebra, President Akufo-Addo, ebe free ho. Na Bawumia bano. Bawumia de the 70-point agenda ebe to ho. Wa hu se book ni bia. Ana ebra ye ho be chiri yen ebre bi no. Samubakaya Dr. Bawumia ye na dwene say ye the gold ebe back your currency and your reserves because gold mood and I'm when also and a gold for oil policy e buy ye be who say gold for oil policy in airbuano and Bawumia kwada dwene no say there be near why don't we create a board, a gold board, whereby the government will be buying majority of the gold to store. Inti majority of the gold that you bet to the Ghana no, are buying no ebeto edi free miners no ho. Now are buying better or better through Bank of Ghana. And until a friend no Bank of Ghana gold for oil policy. Yeah, this idea we buy Salenda. And this for hey, I'm a gold in the one that go that you are. I'm a boy, gold board bank or boy. He's a liar, bawo trufo, bawo liar, or boy, gold company be and yes say and no credit, mamuntie. About why you opportunity. Adia na abeboa. Na nunti petra na year turn at 23 to 26 cedis. Eteba 11. About 12. Ye free a bemuneda 14. And the minimum baby a petrol no price and that here can say. But me free Ghana neba 14 cedis. Into ye behun say a idea bedding a beboa. And so establishing a gold board was very necessary. It will allow the government, it will allow the government to gain control of most of the gold now across our country. At the same time, a better local participation. Emma, 1 year local agencies and as a local companies here, one also a trade gold near the end, one also to me a page. The gold board was an essential board to set up. Nenso politics in tea. Sami Jemfi beka kire say enya de papa. John Mahama in the NDC for say enya at the papa. That is what they said. The Agyapa was criminal. Ade ana start you, ye nya kran start you. Na already ye dey share Ghana ni trim say Agyapa ye kono here. And then the Sami Jemfi say omo be set gold bond. Now board no be set no. It will make the government the sole buyer of all the golds in Ghana. They are going to give excavators with trackers to workers to work. Now, Sami Jemfi free say, answer na MPP beba bemuno. Na bust, your friend a bust. What they farm was suma bust for say young fan ko baby no. Tanka no could do baby and no wejina, no webubi a free snowden kaiko. Into your buy near the census. Ebo bobo winning in our home. The trucks now they transporting in our home. They started saying, and the bust, et me to it and hook any matter. It yan a juma of work our government temple. It me to it your own applications or government temple. A bra NDC were now bust, sebu sebin prediasa, woman salary po na yintia. Tia day. And will be a war bust for him to enter your salary. Ebeka chero so no more your papa chin will be and now about your due diligent. I mean the boss to food to me to ya hoka a discabra by ya bonibi and ya sha ya never high. Mama memfa videos 1 or 2 be and na young fan the program no emre we wow person or joining in terms of TikTok no you can request. More person will join us in the main program. So the link net to us here, so you people can come in, and then we'll go from there. Good evening, Ghana. I don't want this guy. I don't know who gave me this one. I'm free. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm penny phone fan channel, but fuck that guy. Oh no, say we passport to whom he had changed degree. No, we Jimmy for no. These were the people they used to lie to the Ghanaian youth. Or Tebinum, these were the people they used. Education in here, education in here. Bring Mahama, bring Mahama. Today you bring Mahama and wow, we hear propaganda. And until again, Mamo fa Adrimbone Mame. Nanyesa me time. The reason why you don't see me talk about Okateche Free Fire and the likes is because they are the problem. They were the problem. And come na woman the confess I did win in a buy. And then they are both position. Intimo Babe cancer to say one a do party nama. Sometimes when I see that guy talk, I'm Janam Kofudusi actually back in vocalist. Ko no. No. Oboa. Yeah, we. I mean, for those of you who like him, there's nothing wrong with him. But I personally cannot dine with a traitor. Wo papa nya wo mama nya said den kra na wo papa no no wudi ni. Mutie. Me cheatafo ni bi amodwen said and I told you say I cannot support somebody like Okateche FIFA. I would not. And now on can be mountain the same thing who to could do a ye. Now what MP before the neighbor na chi. Mwabedi na chi awie na moment views no. Now fe obe hold mo show and mo come to ransom. Now or can someone enim and the tiawa by no all in the name say or no you're real or you're factual or no unyina ha no nyina. You must say MPP Nano or Okateche Free Fire was part of it. What didn't they do? All because of near Jenny Sankanana Bani Bainana. Yen to me I'm Bain and intend the young Kuntia ya party. And then the amount of damage in my habit position. After a mobile Casamoa Mokacha is there, MPP yet. Nana Kufado, and your papa. Nana Kufado, walk of fast, Snapo, Ejine TV so. Elbow, I chim for the name, I say, I chimney be near dear or gun a bill because Nana do a feeling. And then the Niati. And now they are co-end this is all company when you have MP. Mokai Marie Wood. Some Mokai Marie Wood. May sometimes I can say, yeah, Munti, mini, more followership. And Crawford and Metran because of what they are doing to me, my bad life will be a. But I told you people right here say, obey ya wabey and ya Kennedy be a Juman obey ya John Mahamed Jumamano and Timamu man a chance. You to me free the page ya near to Marie Buedo. Hey, fellas, I know the Oyere Casayo, and the Oyere no Casapa, or no, Miss A. Obi to me, friend. And fellas, me person come to be and my Marie Bueduna. With them, I hope say, how. Ever say. People call me Debbie or contact the Ama Marie Buedu. Me can wabet na me page so star ba kupo o ma me dance so dey otia. Debbie amen na me research me the breno. Me defend the party, me defend the president. $1 po. 1 cent po one mama. And so obeka kire me say or contact the Ama we na me hope say ha me go na wa program bi ma na ye the pa. Ucha mo amotechre me tutu mo nso go abonten because of mo perical interest the amanenti and then the Okateche Free Fire any abi and then the Kevin Taylor abeko and then the Okateche won Kevin Taylor abeko. God is watching all of us and he will judge all of us according to our works and what we did on earth. For near you did Kufuado. There is no president that has worked better than Nanato, yet he's the most hated president in Ghana today. All because of Nipan Yamfan saying. And I do find any illusion. What Kwasia Abua, Sawokasa. Sawuka Tramsa Kuford Nama Ulusuya. We are boy Kwasia because Mukroya Mose. Ekufadu the resource ni bibia e di BAWUMIA ekufadu na tai BAWUMIA chi ekufadu na BAWUMIA e ba ni se no nipa o tai na chi no ono so na ma ni lusu ye because you guys are fucking cowards. That is the truth. You are cowards because penina wonu be jina ho ka kira mo say mo read my lips, I will take you to a position. Read my lips, I will play mischief. I have the money to play mischief. Me was to come, me be din kwasiasem e was ade we mu. Inti me discover din kwasiasem e the MP before opposition. Ye ntumi nka na se ye dwane. Cowards is who they are. Now, no ebe wie ne no ntini baby no. Eni efa so mo nkobo no. Mo ye moa. No, mo take politics I say. That is the problem with you people. Do you think we lost this election because of a candidate? No. We lost this election because of our leadership. The party leadership was not cohesive. Mumbisa Nanabi, the national organizer, said, how many times no too many regional organizers for a meeting? Mumbisa Nanabi said, how many times no too many constituency organizers for a share since the 4 years of veterans? The operations, Mumbisa Lord Comey, how many people were able to meet to even discuss the party, let alone discuss the candidate you were doing the operations for? Because I've seen it with my eye 2 times. Actually 3 times, 2022, and then I saw it again last year when I went the first time, and then when I went again the second time for the elections. Problem now, yes, won't say a better. Leader where I didn't go ahead. One number, me pay Intim. I was part of the people who campaigned for Stephen Intim. But after seeing his handiwork, well, he's a good man, yes. But as a party chairman, no, I'm sorry. As a party chairman, it's a no. And we have to be bold. We have to be bold. Yankun, Kanokrano, Yankro for now, Mwejuma. And Tawantawa na dida regions nimu and Tawantawa na dida former pieces muno ya and to me and manini na kamu together. Because the ukas the Kufad na not just what doing yetuma. Who cry I will say a Kufad got time by BAWUMIA and on King Biamano. And as Anamoka. If you only pan almost or BAWUMIA to win, no. BAWUMIA Lusuya, or no BAWUMIA, or no also the BAWUMIA Lusuya. Because the actions be in Saturday. A son costs a second of Furiata and once a second of Furiata. And neck and Furiata near more, a home fast one and this for a and the 2.8 billion, 4.7 billion, 6.5 billion dollars. So all this money has been saved because of debt exchange program. Yes, it's good to reshuffle. I have nothing wrong with that. Because they say politics, muno, maybe I mean, I'm saying, I'm who said, like I told you, I come into politics because I perceive who development. But I'm going to say again, oh, if you Canada, yes, I'm calling and say, Anka can I call 4 years and you know, yes, I'm called second. Now call you before Frostwaba because when you pan so bad, or no so, or no so, next for me, says I know come into almost so mubedi into Kau change can for that kakra, Nanka we so be but they forget, say. Ken Oforiatta being the Minister for Finance was never on the payroll of government. This is a fact. Ken Oforiatta, yes, or be year finance minister, one did pay 1 month to put and free government of Ghana. But Ghana for say, young Fabio Beko discover. Now, yes, why you wait. I mean, well, now I'm beginning to understand politics that way. Say it's not about the facts, it's not about the development of the country. But to your president, you have found crop for baby no mundidi because someone now I've come to understand that. Inti yen to me kase sebe bakufu ni disano chile almost bakufu ni need to omubufu yeno. Inti the fact say 1 year reshuffle and 1 year reshuffle nentama mono is the reason why we lost. No, it's not about that. It's about the problem the party itself had. The party was not, the party was not in cohesion with anything. Because the candidate, no, the campaign, no, in fact, candidates behind the history of MPP, YSR campaign. Mention one for me. President Kufuor didn't do that campaign. President Nanado didn't do that campaign. No court 3 was he didn't do that campaign. Me say insio to ehumutu 1 year go trade na atia sign na BAWUMIA na mdwam na insio bono. Bawumia be started sebe a campaign no na full flats set back. Ya koto abado wenya one pack because when didn't them work asan to aduane kura no won to me nya aduane capable proper no wedi wonam wudam now ko ka kire me say obu afu akufu ado nto de koto abeti Bawumia wo be ifo enya de ayama wonti awo kra na etu mu na ye bayi empa de pa. Before I deviate, let me play my videos and get out of here. The patch of my friend is saying my ABC. My ABC panel. Nimbo videos in them now into free. Oh, I don't want to see this guy. Fuck you. So, sorry, Penny for me. I hate people like that. I can't play people like that on my page, no matter how much sense they are making. Or they will make sense today, tomorrow they will come. Don't go to
the IMF empty-handed, but we went with our plan. Mr. Speaker, 19 program for economic growth.
Tobo mami asare tobo na de wa ben krado do. Tobo. Ora pododo. Etram we anu.
Set a plant pool of environmentally friendly.
Pasiana ba meba mi di begunu so kakra na mapon. Onu nti na mkofa we meba. Ba kubi wo.
Set a plant pool
Plant pool
of environmentally.
The pacho, like I said, for those on TikTok, if you want to give 2-minute submission, you can request and I'll add you. Moswa mopese moba the main program no. Me de ebe to na mo to me I join it. Na ini na ya.
What is the title of the act? What is the title of it?
It's the gender.
See, banye juma yukua. Onunkwa ne wotu mi so.
Mo, this is where I want to end today. Mebo we know my idea. Usually no. Hey, Nana. These days, the mumma, Charlie. We are back in business. Mumma support na idea into me then. I'm back to my normal self. These days, we are going to go hard on these people, but with how we started it. I took this video from my brother, Fanti Comedy. That's another guy I just love so much. So he say, airwaves or no, Fanti Comedy. Man, with a very say, voice of Insawam. And Ghana Jollof. These are my 3 core people. Yeah, they don't mount style be. I like that pass. You see, am I going to be chance man? 7 yeah, for young who TikTok remove too man. Over YouTube, the Facebook swap. SKB TV so stress you see them they say I Kakari TV. Okay? Kakari TV. Kakari TV. Kakari TV. Oh, better theater did you correct one pa why ready or the mom back to back. How do I say? Man, these days, I have to come back to my niche. This is what I know how to do the most. Sabato. Okay. Somebody to mention Sabato. Yes, Sabato so you'll be a. I mean, he fires a lot, right? He fires a lot. But SKB TV, FIR, for some of you that wants to go there. But I'm telling you right now, the Sawam voice, Jollof, Ghana, and then Fanti Comedy. Those are the Fanti zone is funny, but he's still telling you the fact, and I love that. And now, we must so comfort. It gives me a chance to do these type of things. Now, Sir, who read the Agyapa royalties now? You read it from Matinami to DNA. Ghana was not banned from buying gold, or Ghanaians were not banned from buying gold. Majority of the gold would be bought. Majority of the gold would be bought by the government. However, they would also have the local components to do their work. In Agyapa, now you major license in free with 70 buying quantity to gold. And you see, Mini monipa ko de sa adwene no ma Sami Jemfi and Asa Mahama or the people who went to sit there. Because maybe cut 3 things are this problem we able to media about. Canada, you will quote UK, US, and other Germany, only no more natural resources. Natia. What they do in their place, then they say, the government still owns the land. However, they use private companies to mine. What it does is that the government would provide the accessibility for the land. Now, what company, what offer equipment, no be there. Wool to gold, no. Now, all tono. Now, what the who sika day, brabine. Sani no. The ebeyan say eboa ama obi bia or person de no she gold so long as you have a valid license no put me here adwuma eto gold edili in gold. It is so in Canada because that is where I live, and I believe it's the same in America. Oko Denver, I don't know my mine in the Colorado, I don't know my these they are mine. It is like that. And the reason is one, people have the perception, especially in Ghana. So what is rather going to happen is the corrupt people in the system are going to take advantage of it and steal from the government. The corrupt people in the system would steal from the government because and it's all say I buying a better gold. There is a catch there. Ebio Sami Demfi said, last year, and I would get a license. Or license be a 5 years time. The Sami Demfi can say, well, be a what you gold license, be a fabra. They say, I said to gold board. Many Sami Demfi in 24 million year, Jumano. Yan year better not say. Now, I can say, let's want the amount license, maybe a year, we end this year campaign, who buy the license. A chimbama, beji license, year campaign, ubre is kakakra. Akosia, Yanta, Brana beji license, because oh boy, so it would end up, the licenses are going to end up being in the hands of NDC people. In Tiwa, Uto Gold, are we a floating voter? Now the document price got to a ban and the way you made the ball. And the way you made the ball. Once a one in Uncle. Once I would gin and Antino. Yenya the IO. 1 million quickly. You did not think further. One my one gin and yejuma. And then NDC for Baba enriched their NDC businessmen. Now you're to me and you got their building a party. Nanka government there, sub you want to shed off some of your responsibilities. Now one minute. Sika ye pay die, sika ye pay renti. You see, I feel the government of Ghana. And I better you go Nina. Now and no, and a better track said there will not be no smuggle. Jesus Christ, this guy is such a fool. Tell us seriously. And this, what is in their mind? Like, so almost no yet thought process. Like, how does it come? Because Sister Chancina, Nyan said Nimo. Your Ghana cocoa board. Almost toku ko Ghana. It year for and now I know say cocoa smuggling is still going on today. And Bia. Joy for Coche Quabraminta Kando Papa, Ewo Cote d'Ivoire, all ton Ghana for a fertilizer. Their ancestors, your cotton about thing. Fertilizer, ye dear bread, and we are forced a young film we are not by a hono, not a Kando Papa, after the Cote d'Ivoire air tone. But it is regulated by Ghana. Into the fact, say, okay, say, buying to gold in the night means say, yen ton be mass smuggling. I mean, Seb you sebe. Semeko to me gold. na me pese me koton ma Chinese ni bi hotel bi a wo sami jamfi na wote office no e na be hu se ma faka me di ko show work in peace kiana. How did this guy even earn this position? How? Like, how did Sami Jamfi get to Jesus Christ? Like, man, these guys are playing, they're joking with this country. How do you tell me, say, excavator, and work room, and I say you. Meanwhile, you are calling back all the drip machines. Send your excavator, no. Namodi akwa kobokro no, e de akotu gold ne damo. The ayese yam family adwuma no obi di kotu gold ene damo utie odi kotu gold ene damo na Sami Jamfi abeka kire o se ono no se or the sa board ne bana aban pa there will be no corruption. You tell that to the Marines. Tell that type of nonsense to people who don't have brain to reason for themselves. Don't we have cocoa board? Don't we smuggle like cocoa all over? The fact that you have the board does not the purpose of this whole border. BAWUMIA de baya they didn't even mention none of that. Say the gold, no, yeah, turn here to me the idea, here to me the say we reserve, here to me the gold for your baby. Rather, yeah, talk, yeah, you for a buying, no, yeah, the ever to me say, yeah, the better gold the organ. What is the motive behind it? To make Muhammad and his family more richer. And the Ghanaian fell for it. But the link now to a wow person joining while we listen to this guy. Yanko.
Where they obeto gold. Now why nya banye juma yukua. Onu nko na wo tumi se obey den obeto gold. Now why export to sa gold no.
Afi de mate. Enya sa ban na talk eko. Abeto. Eya be there o. We dey hear me there o. Obedu sika obeyu gold no Ghana niya we are NDC MPP uni party we dealing with gold. Dia Sami Jamfi ni NDC for catching them say once the gold board is fully functioning we a gold dealer who need to me so obekwa koton gold wa mano ni biu we djuma no a obi akotu adwuma so dealing in gold no yen ya ba say ye be create adwuma no ye be gi say adwuma ni we free se aban kwa na betumi ato aban kwa na betumi ato. And you see how Sami Jamfi is properly dressed. Abet na ho show this edia tro de chrew all in the name say nedie gold board na BAWUMIA ka say yenya ye see enye papa no NDC the omo ye papa anti am omo kan no. If you're a gold buyer, I saw started doing certainty. Because government and Kwan to gold and the NDC, only the government buys and only the government will sell. Only the government buys and only the government will sell. And so Anya she Kufu ado wo no. Eja mo dia kakra de utumi nya koton e ba de hwe wabusu. And then this say amounts are privilege in you. How proud are you of your vote? How proud are you for voting such a foolish vote for with these people? Yanko.
Gold buyers, miners, asem we mu nyina mo fa mo na si form. Enya sa adwuma na omo de ba na omo ba be hihye no. Later mu nyina mo ro be ho rough. Say company ba ko pe na ombe ma ni tumi. Say obetimi ato gold e wo Ghana ha. Number 1 mo bisa say company na ya wana dia. Company ba ko pe na betimi ato gold. Enti say wo do gold ko ebo bi a company ne be ma ubia because of ono pe no betimi ato gold ni nti. Ebo bi ope bi o de be
ma fancy. I love you, bro. So what I say? Say me na me regulate your price and me pen na me de be ma. Bring to cocoa board. What did Ato Forsin say? Cocoa on the world market is this na ya Ghana for no na cocoa board your pen o tua kwa for into your neck you say to gold board no so their gold board in the pen and a bit your gold miners and then gold with dealers And this is the Ghana you want? This is the reset you were asking for? You guys are pathetic. Yanko, next one.
Now you use our equipment to fight illegal mining. Ubi has honey here me the surest way of fighting galamsey, unimadecro. Excavators, controlling excavators. Because without excavator, you can't do some mining. I am.
Inti galamsey no, the pacho, woman. Yay. Does this guy even know what illegal mining is? Okay. The pacho galamsey for him the whisker. Omode to excavators. Maybe sir, we are just general question. Minim akwetia kakra, mako mines soda. Na minim womo ye walentu walansa mining no minim equipment ya womu use. Into question na maybe say bi one say. Sami Jemfi say the surest thing na ebeboa utie ama illegality no enkoso. And then say you be provided tools. Edi ama womo ye mining no. No womo akoye mining no. Now, ya control excavators. The control of excavators will stop illegal mining. How many of the illegal miners even have what we call an excavator? One moment, you two amonano no musi no muzo mututu ayi. Take us now a service Sophie. Almost sano makoko. Almost sano makoko. One year use excavator and kasano. Mining companies, small scale miners. It is a worker say, oh, be control excavators, oh, control the same. Again, a year na ne free say, a kufa do cry the excavators no shibi. Or she be man be a time at the two no plan or no party for any bin them. Did that stop them from going there? No. So what is Sammy Jemfi talking about? And you know program na yawa, mami finsia. Or chile nyame ya aduma. We will continue from here. I'll play the rest of this video and then we'll continue from here. But yeah, sorry, so no. There's this intelligent woman, I'm a person in IATA, the former deputy minister for finance. We are the money nas. But the link not to more person will join just 2 minutes back. So I'll join you a 2 minutes. So that I can move on because you're to watch it. Yanko.
That is. So we did not go to the IMF empty-handed, but we went with our plan. Mr. Speaker, clearly, we in the MPP never shied away from the challenges in the economy. We were honest about it. And that is why we came up with the PCPEG program, the post-COVID-19 program for economic growth. That is what we came up with. We did not lament. We did not throw our hands in the air.
Why you do that? Will you tell people?
We acknowledged the challenges and came up with this program, which we sent the IMF to assist us in the bailouts. So we did not go to the IMF empty-handed, but we went with our plan. And 2 years down the line, Mr. Speaker, you see, everybody can tell that truly the plan yielded some results. Let me start with the financial sector, Mr. Speaker. For us, the data is clear. We left a much stronger financial sector than what we inherited in 2016. Mr. Speaker, this is why I say so. In 2015, an asset quality review report was done with the IMF, stating the strengths and weaknesses of the banks. And in that report, we saw that some of the banks were bleeding. President Mahama at that time failed to do the needful. He failed to stop the bleeding. In 2016, he failed to stop the bleeding. It took a strong and decisive leader in the person of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to do the needful. To forestall the total collapse of the financial sector. And Mr. Speaker, as a result of this, 1, we were able to save 4.6 million depositors' money. 2, the total banking assets, which we inherited in 2016, was around 81.2 billion Ghana cedis.
81.2.
By October 2024, the total banking assets, which we had,
was higher than that. This was longer. I don't know why it gave me a shorter a version of it. Inti share women ya okasa yi. She lady we okasa yi. Now if I compare Zuku 11, voter senior minister, maybe sisi mama 2 minutes the akasa why? Maybe. Mama yan share NDC for so Emma omo deba with parliament. Ti omo.
Act, the Equity Act.
Yes, Minister, what is the title of the act?
Act title.
What is the title?
It's the Gender Affirmative Action Act, the Equity Act, 2020.
Yes, I want it stated clearly.
Mr.
Was what I see on the order paper.
Speaker, yes, the order paper did not. It's the Affirmative Action Act, Act 2024. That's the Equity Act. It's the Gender Affirmative Action Act.
Yes, someone upon idea before could dinner. Gender minister are owning the act are establishing the ministry. Wow. Voter senior minister, Pacho, Maminti quick na maintenance source. That's it. Pacho Okaza. I feel you're a young. House. Debbie. Yeah. Oh. Sa pepe. Yo. Pepe cho you. Me da sepa na dia waka no no crepa because unim. Me when I was listening to him yesterday. Oh, it is breaking. And the minimum wa e bia your network na yes ah. Monfa nche me. Omo YouTube near you know almost say they are not hearing it. Unim. Me no when I first heard it no. And only idea it didn't kind strike him. Say also per se ujai illegal mining. But you are then saying you want to give them equipment and tools. And now boy not doing yeduma. And I say mining and kasa say on tiase on mining as onim differences no. I don't think say Sami Jemfit say mining na say I'm not too sure so tiase because ordinary state check better and some more can ye na sebi imprediasa. Obi o galamsey tia obesre no. Galamsey why in the excavators any two sebi galamsey. Some fine now omudi things you also say no and ya no crowd ni emu and ya no go combat you excavator and no go combat. Chairman, what the mami nya na sir yo senior minister. Now me the enwa na maka say Ghana na we are in Ghana no. Yeah the near maybe di agro. Now all is because of MPP NDC. At the bedu brebi no. Say your cost wires are NDC MPP they will not have a Ghana to take or a Ghana to live in. But the BCN said they are making Canada, they can or China Yame Adoma at the Bebremo. Now here to me, I and the fine. Somewhere next week, maybe a member 2 times a week, and I say be a member once. Megusua may share human being 1 or 2 things. Into once that one comes inside, of course, I have to get some meaning to me here. So part-time job. I need a full-time job like I did before election. Election in Tinona, the people on the part-time. So I said there will be a chance. They are casa with social media, but yes, I also need now not a commercial doma. We need a DTI and Tino. I say to me, to my sort of boy, and to me, so I made a full-time permanent job into once I bet a boom and just for area and a man and so. Once a boom, maybe a mania quite crown, a mania quite twice a week be no my pet quite anywhere be didn't come. Timosha no so anytime will be a baby ano more modern more in follow page no now more subscribe to me and call the miracle. Madam I say, Mamma YouTube, I'm sure I'm on TikTok, I'm sure Mamma kept I'm sure more Facebook so get the money I say, I'm into the channel not on your money now can see it with the new program this year. As so bonnie you see. In the bonnie, I have a barber ye, the Akumaya town for you, frat. And no bonnie be ye, dear free and noon. A sea and no be an hockey, a dear one dance, a crew, a casa no 2. 1 year, your white and bonnie baby, no damn bonnie be free and your cheffer. 1 year pay now, I want you 1 casa 1. 1 year pay moja, and no 1 casa moja. Oh, yeah, sure, I'm share deem. I'm telling me this year, and I may have my ever say share. I'm sure I'm bye bye. Such as Tina, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.